public gatherings are not allowed in places like Connaught Place, India Gate. Police will be deployed in large numbers and will book the violations that are noted.
रात 11 बजे के बाद महाराष्ट्र सरकार ने सेक्शन 144 लगाया है। इसका मतलब लोग जमा नहीं हो सकते हैं पब्लिक प्लेसेस में।
You're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakir. It's all started 1 year ago when the China office of the World Health Organization got a report. It was of a previously unknown virus behind a number of pneumonia cases in China, and exactly a week later, we had the first reported case of COVID from Wuhan. The pandemic spread fast across the world, and what we saw was overcrowded hospitals and people succumbing to one of the biggest pandemic in the modern world. It has been a tough year for people across the world, including India, and we are witnessing a new phenomenon as well. That is not a pandemic, but not less dangerous than COVID. That is the COVID fatigue. During the festive season, people were seen increasingly lowering their guard, crowding markets, and distancing norms being violated. This resulted in a surge in cases, and we saw a sudden hike in the caseload. And now the government has swung into action, fearing that we might see the repeat of festive season during the New Year celebrations. Many states across India have imposed restrictions to check the spread of the coronavirus disease. Gatherings and congregations have been banned in Delhi from 11 p.m. tonight to 6 a.m. on 1st of January. Maharashtra has also put strict checks in place with night curfew and has ordered that restaurants in Mumbai will be shut by 11 p.m. Public celebrations at Chennai beaches have also been banned for the New Year's on account of the ongoing pandemic. Other states have also imposed curbs to prevent large gatherings. Ahead on the show, we will be joined by Karnataka Home Minister Basavaraj Bommai and Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh. But let's start with our reporters who have been spread throughout the country and are taking a stock of how the people are reacting to these restrictions. Happy New Year to all of you in advance. Revati Rajivan is joining us live from Brigade Road in Bengaluru. Swastika live with us from Hyderabad. Harman Gomes live from Marine Drive in Mumbai, and Aparna Divedi live with us from Connaught Place in New Delhi. Swastika, I'm going to begin with you. What are the restrictions that have been put in place in Hyderabad?
Well, Maria, it's going to be a muted celebrations, even though the state government here has given permission till 1 o'clock for party goers to have fun and celebrate New Year's Eve. Now, to give you a sense of how COVID has changed our lives for good, I'm at a popular hotel here in Hyderabad, and you can see there are empty tables. Of course, it's little too early perhaps for people to come out of their homes, but proper social distancing in place. In each table only 2 people will be allowed, and even in the buffet system, this is where it's going to happen. It's going to happen in a staggered manner. So the restaurant owners say they're not very optimistic about the business that is likely to pick up because of the COVID restrictions in place. But having said that, they're also obliging with the fact that these are strange times that we are living in, and perhaps precautions is much better than celebration at the moment. But also to give you a sense of what is happening in Hyderabad, traffic diversions everywhere, and there's traffic restrictions also. All the major flyovers in the city are shut because of precautionary measure, and those traveling to airport will also have to show their tickets before being allowed to fly on the outer ring road. These are the basic precautions that are in place as far as Hyderabad is concerned. Wine shops are open only till 12 midnight, and restaurants such as the one that I'm reporting from is open only till 1. So here's hoping that everybody has a happy new year, and precautions first above everything. Back to you.
Before I let you go, a quick word also on cities outside Hyderabad. What about other places in Telangana?
Well, in other places of Telangana, the same restrictions are in place. Till 1 o'clock, all the restaurants, pubs, clubs will be opened, allowed to function. Even within apartments, the gated communities also, they can have party celebration only till 1 o'clock. Wine shops will be open till 12, and there will be multiple checkpoints that have been set up to ensure that there are no cases of drunken driving, law and order is maintained. These are the basic precautions that have been taken. And also, Maria, quick to note here that the new UK virus is also creating a lot of paranoia. Just when people thought that the COVID situation has probably come to the grips of the government, we have UK virus cases. 3 cases have been reported in Telangana itself. So in the wake of those restrictions, there are a lot of public awareness as well as strict monitoring on the side of the state government to ensure that everything goes on smoothly. Muted celebrations, but safe celebrations. That is the basic sentiment that is being echoed by the residents of Telangana as well as the state government. Back to you.
Okay, Revati, come in on this. Brigade Road is where you're joining us. Give us a sense of what people are saying, you know, because largely the sentiment now is that because the festive season is over, the vaccine rollout could begin any moment, people can begin the celebrations and throw all the caution up in the air.
Happy New Year to you also, Maria. Yes, I'm joining you from Brigade Road in Bengaluru. This is a street that would be completely crowded earlier years. If you look at it, New Year's Eve is and around Christmas time, you wouldn't see, you didn't have place to stand at all here. But right now, you can see, except for those vehicles of people who are probably getting back home, there are hardly any people who are roaming around on these streets. Vehicles too not being allowed to park at around 6 p.m. Cops around here asked people to move out, vehicles also to move out of this place. Now the Karnataka government has put out strict guidelines about how you cannot gather at public places for celebrations. Now prohibitory orders kicked in at 12 noon today. It will go on till 6 a.m. tomorrow. So because of that, people who had to do their shopping, who had to do their New Year purchasing the last minute also looked like finished it before 12 noon today itself. So there was hardly anybody on the street post 12 noon. So even now you can see just these vehicles of people who probably want to go home. And there is heavy police presence across the city to ensure that people are not roaming around during these times. There's also a screen that you can see that is parked there where awareness messages are being put out about traffic violations as well as COVID-19 guidelines. But the government has also said that you can celebrate indoors. Hotels, pubs, clubs, restaurants can accommodate people who have done pre-booking. They cannot queue outside, crowd outside these establishments, but following proper protocols, people who have booked earlier can come and celebrate. But no special shows, DJ events, musical events or cultural events can be organized in view of New Year. Regular programs that these establishments have otherwise can go on with all the precautions in place. So the Karnataka government's guideline, not just for Bengaluru city, but for across the state is that people cannot celebrate publicly, but go ahead and celebrate New Year indoors with all the precautions in place.
All right, Revati and Swastika, thank you so much for joining us. I will be speaking to Aparna and Herman in just a bit. But before that, in fact, joining us now is Basavaraj Bommai. He is the Home Minister of Karnataka. Mr. Basavaraj, thank you so much for joining us on News Epicenter. Given that you have ordered Section 144 in Bengaluru to ensure that there are no gatherings of more than 4 people and no overcrowding, how will you ensure that this is enforced strictly on ground? Because the general sense among people is that corona is relatively in control, and hence precautions being taken by the government is more of an over caution rather than just a precaution.
No, with the evidence of Britain new strain virus, we have to take these precautions. It is inevitable that we take precautions, because you remember when COVID started, it started in a small number and then it went into a very large number. So we don't want a repeat of it. Therefore, we have to take this decision, and we have taken this decision, and several other states have also taken this decision.
Okay, give us a sense of what exactly has the decision been and why a night curfew, and will it be lifted tomorrow, because even on 1st people tend to step out for celebrations?
No, you see, I'll tell you, I'll make it very clear that there is no night curfew, but there is 144 clamped, and especially we have restricted any public celebration where a lot of people gather. We have avoided that. Even people can celebrate indoors but not outdoors, even in resorts, beaches, clubs. All these areas we have restricted open celebration, and there will be no music and DJs and other things where people come together. We have restricted all these activities, and even in Bangalore there is a tradition of celebrating in public. That also we have restricted completely. We have clamped down in Bangalore right from 12 o'clock, 144 now, and slowly we will take control of certain areas where large number are supposed to gather. We will completely restrict that.
Okay, Mr. Bombay, how will you prevent celebrations at pubs and other restaurants, and have they been shut too? What about gatherings at home?
No, there will be no parties in pubs and any of the public places, but at home they can celebrate indoors, nothing outdoors. And this restriction will be there till tomorrow morning, and after that it will be business as usual. People can move around. If they are gone out, they can come in. There will be no restrictions on that.
You have spoken about Bengaluru. What about other cities? Because cases of COVID-19 have been reported in several cities of Karnataka.
Yeah, throughout Karnataka also we have issued restrictions for celebration in public, and there also we have restricted celebration in a crowded place like clubs, restaurants and other public places. We have restricted the public celebration. See, look here, we have not celebrated this year Deepavali, we have not celebrated Dasra. So I request my people to cooperate with the government. And the new strains coming up, we can't take chances. Already there are 3 cases of Britain virus in Bangalore.
That's right.
Therefore, we have to take this precaution, and I request people to cooperate today, just for the day.
Yes, we certainly hope people cooperate. The vaccine dry run is happening in several states. The announcement is also likely soon. Will you tell the people of Karnataka that their trials and tribulations are short-lived and life will be back on track in 2021, perhaps sooner than we think?
See, basically to answer your first question, when COVID was seen in March, we were not really that well prepared. Now we are very well prepared to face it, and vaccine is going to come very shortly. Therefore, we are confident of facing any eventuality as far as COVID-19 is concerned, and other strains are also concerned. So people can have that confidence that within next 3-4 months there will be vaccination and there will be a solution for this pandemic. And as far as violators are concerned, we have said that any traffic violation, their license will be cancelled, and any violations according to 144, there will be restriction, and as well as if they violate that, there will be a kind of a preventive arrest also.
All right, Mr. Bommai, thank you so much for joining us and making that appeal to people of Karnataka. Let me bring our reporters again. Harman Gomes live with us from Marine Drive, Aparna from Connaught Place. Aparna, coming to you, the precautions being taken in Delhi, are Delhiites following it? Because the caseload largely has been reported, the bulk of cases have been coming from Delhi and from Mumbai.
That's right. I'm coming to you from Connaught Place, one of the major party hubs here in the national capital. It also sees a massive gathering every year during New Year's Eve. Today also we do see a lot of crowd, but police deployment of course has been intensified to ensure that these people and the eateries here ensure that no COVID-19 protocols are flouted. Police has also put up barricades here at all the entry points to ensure that only people who have made reservations in these eateries here at CP are allowed entry, and in fact after 8 p.m. Vehicular movement also has been restricted here in CP. There are designated parking areas that have been put in place by the Delhi police here to ensure that there is no overcrowding. Also, restaurants here, of course, they have been asked to not accommodate more than 50% of their seating capacity. The Delhi police also ensuring that women's safety is taken care of, and that drunk drivers are this year, of course, the Delhi police is not using breath analyzer test because of COVID-19, but they are keeping a strict eye on drunk drivers, and if they do find drunk drivers, they are going to be sent for a medical examination.
Okay.
Here at CP also, to ease overcrowding, Rajiv Chowk metro station will be closed for exit at after 9 p.m. But entry of passengers will be allowed till the departure of the last train. And also, we do know that the Delhi Disaster Management Authority has imposed night curfew today and tomorrow from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. to ensure that the spread of COVID-19 is curbed. Maria.
Yes, Aparna, thank you for joining us. Also on the show is Harman. Harman, Mumbai, of course, was one of the worst hit cities at one point of time, and people were certainly looking forward to putting this horrible year behind them with some kind of celebration. Are they taking the restrictions well, because it is, after all, in our interest?
Yeah. Well, hi, Maria. Advance wishes of the new year. Well, yes, as you are rightly pointing out, the way in the manner in which Mumbai has been ravaged due to the pandemic, there's much to look forward in the new year. We are right now here at Marine Drive, and just if I can ask my camera person, Vijay Saple, to show you, people are definitely here maintaining some sort of social distance. Are they wearing masks? Yes, they are. We do know that as far as celebrations are concerned, they will be allowed here to be present only till 11 p.m. Post that, the night curfew will come into place, which is from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. Around 35,000 Mumbai police personnel across the city. You can see some of them here. There's a temporary watchtower that has been put up. Along with the same, there's also a speaker of sorts that has been put there from where announcements are going to be made. Now, what happens after 11 p.m.? Well, the BMC has asked all the restaurants, pubs as well to shut down completely, but food deliveries will be allowed. So the message from the BMC is that they should remain indoors. Families can celebrate inside, and they can order food from out, but they will not be permitted to continue to remain inside these restaurants and pubs, which will be shut down. Now, this is the sort of bandobast that is here, around 35,000 Mumbai police personnel, men and women. Besides that, as far as after 11 p.m., what the Mumbai Traffic Division has been saying is that the breath analyzers test that used to take place will not be conducted this year. Instead, in severe cases, the blood tests of the drunken drivers will be in fact conducted. So that is the message coming in from the Traffic Division. You can see as of now, people here, jolly walkers. You have certain family members. Besides that, some happy couples also that have turned up. Now, on a usual day at the start of the pandemic, in fact, this entire area was completely no people were allowed. But towards the end of the year, with some sort of easy restrictions, people are being allowed. You can see this new sort of mopeds that the Mumbai police personnel has also been engaged in. This is to in fact ensure that proper bandobast is carried out across the length and breadth of Marine Drive, because this is where a large people can be expected to turn up, probably around 10 or before 11 p.m. But that is again something that remains to be seen. These are the sort of mopeds that have been employed to ensure that there is no sort of chaos or no sort of law and order situation that have been, in fact, usually on a normal day one would not see so many mopeds that are being used on Marine Drive, but here it is. You also have temporary watchtowers that have been installed, announcement being regularly made, and people being asked to wear masks, maintain social distancing. And at the end of the day, it's when 11 p.m. is when the curfew will come into place.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Harman and Aparna. Joining me now is Parambir Singh. He is the Mumbai Police Commissioner. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for your time. In view of COVID, how should Mumbaikars celebrate 31st? What are the SOPs in place to ensure Mumbaikars are safe as they ring in the new year, sir?
The government has come out with very, very clear guidelines regarding New Year celebration and lockdown in general. People have been advised not only advised, people are not allowed to gather in numbers of more than 5 at any public place. Before that is after 11 o'clock, but even before 11 o'clock we advise the people not to venture out in big numbers. And private parties at home are permitted, but again our appeal to people is to keep the numbers low, and this is for their own protection only. Also the restaurants, bars and pubs, they will all shut down at 11 o'clock sharp. However, we have discussed this issue with the BMC also. Home deliveries and takeaways will be permitted. So my advice and request to Mumbaikars is that please celebrate at home with your families and don't gather in big numbers.
Okay, what will be the deployment of Mumbai police on the streets today?
About 20,000 policemen and officers of Mumbai police are out on the streets tonight, especially the areas of Chowpatis and Marine Drive and Gateway of India. We are covering it well, where normally crowds gather. But this year, we will advise people. In fact, we will also ask people to not to gather in big numbers and go home after 11 o'clock.
Sir, people generally come out in large numbers during New Year's. Will police allow them?
Instructions have already been issued, and government instructions and our 144 order also. Also, our clear instructions have gone to all police stations, all policemen who are going to be deployed. So, and it is applicable whether to people who are above 60 or below 10. It is applicable not only to those but to everyone. And our appeal to people is not to venture out. It is for their own safety. If at all they have to travel out, the number should be kept below the maximum. 4 and more than 4 is not permitted. It is violation of law also, but it is for their own safety also.
Tell us about your special focus on areas. Is it likely on tourist places like Gateway of India, Marine Drive?
We have deployed enough forces to prevent any cases of eve-teasing and hooliganism and drunken brawls, etc. But we do not expect any much of a problem this year, because we are going to restrict the number of people who are going to come out at these public places. And that is my appeal to people of Bombay also, that keep the numbers low. Don't come out in big numbers. Stay at home mostly. Celebrate at home with your families. And cooperate with us to keep your city not only healthy but also safe.
Last question to you, sir. Several cities have given emphasis on the safety of women. What measures is the Mumbai police taking for women's safety tonight?
I always maintain that safety of women is a very, very high priority area for Mumbai police. We have, of course, deployed special squads also, plainclothes men also, special, women staff also, to prevent any instances of eve-teasing. We'll be out in big numbers, from commissioner downwards up to police constable. We'll all be out on the streets tonight, and we shall ensure that the Mumbaikars celebrate their New Year Eve, the arrival of the New Year, with their families in a very healthy and safe environment.
I certainly hope that people of Mumbai are listening to your advice. Thank you so much for joining us. And before we leave, here's a look at a special report. Like doctors, policemen too were on the front lines during the pandemic. They were on the streets day and night, enforcing first the lockdown and then COVID guidelines. In 2020, the police earned the respect and undying gratitude from a troubled nation. I'm leaving you with this. A very happy New Year to all the viewers from my entire team of CNN News 18.
As the COVID pandemic raged across the country, hundreds of thousands of policemen and women went above and beyond the call of duty to help those in need, even risking their own lives.
देखो ये जब भी वर्दी पहनी है ना, तो डर नाम की चीज़ निकल जाती है, क्योंकि हमें ट्रेनिंग में ऐसा रफ एंड टफ बनाया जाता है कि आपके दिलो दिमाग से डर नाम की चीज़ निकल जाती है. आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, जिस दिन कोरोना शुरू हुआ उसी पहले दिन से आई एम इन द मिडस्ट ऑफ पब्लिक.
In Mumbai, 54-year-old Inspector Vijay Madye is no ordinary cop. In charge of the sensitive law and order beat at Borivali police station, he arranged financial help for families of police officers who lost their lives to the virus.
एक जयकल एक्सपोर्ट्स करके कंपनी है, जो मेरे अच्छे दोस्त है, कंपनी के डायरेक्टर है कल्पेश शाह करके। तो वो मुझे अप्रोच हुए, बोले कि विजय साहब आपने पुलिस के लिए कोविड में बहुत अच्छा काम किया, तो हमें आपका सत्कार करना है, आपके लिए कुछ करना है। तो मैं बोला सर मेरा सत्कार या हमारा सत्कार करने से अच्छा जो कोविड-19 में मेरे हीरोज़ है वो शहीद हुए, तो आप उनके लिए कुछ करो। इमीडिएटली उन लोगों ने 6 लाख का फंड रेज किया और वो 6 लाख का जो फंड है वो एमपी साहब के माध्यम से उन्होंने 12 शहीद पुलिसकर्मियों के फैमिली को दे दिया।
Inspector Vijay Madhe also went the extra mile to help stranded migrants.
आई एम प्राउड टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ मुंबई पुलिस एंड महाराष्ट्र पुलिस। जब भी ये माइग्रेंट्स का इशू हुआ कि माइग्रेंट्स को उनके गांव में भेजना है, गरीब है, मजदूर थे, वो अपने गांव में जाने के लिए तरस रहे थे, शासन ने जिम्मेदारी मुंबई पुलिस के ऊपर सौंप दी। आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे कि ये जो माइग्रेंट्स जब भी अनाउंस हुआ कि आप पुलिस स्टेशन में रजिस्ट्रेशन करो, हर एक पुलिस स्टेशन में हजारों माइग्रेंट्स आते थे रजिस्ट्रेशन करने के लिए। उनका पूरा मैनेज करना, ये हम लोग ने टीम बनाई। माइग्रेंट्स कम से कम 20 से 25 दिन हमारे पास थे, तो हम लोग सुबह ऐसे ही सोसाइटी को, ट्रस्टी को अपील करके उनके लिए नाश्ता मंगाते थे, दोपहर का खाना मंगाते थे, रात का खाना मंगाते थे, पानी का बॉटल दिया, उनको एनर्जाइल के पाउडर दी, ये सब चीज़ें हम लोग ने उनके लिए की।
Inspector Vijay Madhe was one out of the total 4 police officers to have been nominated by the Mumbai Police Commissioner out of a total staff of 70,000 for their meritorious services during the pandemic. From helping migrants to even people back in his hometown, Inspector Vijay Madhe is truly a COVID superhero.
In Delhi, a major challenge for the police force is to stay safe amidst the pandemic. 26 Delhi police personnel have succumbed to the virus.
शुरू में तो जब हम हुआ था मई के मध्य ऑलमोस्ट लास्ट वीक में, उन दिनों तो बहुत ज़्यादा हाइप था, लेकिन मुझे शुरू से यह पता था कि इट इज़ ऑल इन योर माइंड। फिजिकली जो हम अपने सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में फील करेंगे वैसा ही होगा, और मैंने कभी अपने ऊपर हावी नहीं होने दिया।
More than 300 Delhi police officials have donated plasma after they recovered from COVID. Some have even donated more than once.
जैसे मैं वहाँ से नेगेटिव होकर बाहर निकला, 10-12 दिन बाद मेरे पास फ़ोन आ गए कि एक पेशेंट है महाराजा अग्रसेन हॉस्पिटल रोहिणी में, उसको अर्जेंट प्लाज्मा की रिक्वायरमेंट है। मैंने बिना सोचे समझे सीधे वहाँ पहुँचा। उन्होंने, डॉक्टर ने भी कहा था हम गाड़ी कैब आपके पास भेज देते हैं। मैंने कहा सर उसकी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं, मैं सीधे वहाँ पहुँच रहा हूँ। और मैंने जाके सोचा कि किसी की लाइफ सेव होती है तो ये मेरे लिए बड़ी अच्छी सेटिस्फेक्शन रहेगा।